Melissa Lee here. Tonight's top 3 trades. Apple unveils a new iPad and investors shrug. We're trading the Apple ecosystem and getting the lowdown on the new product from Boy Genius, Jonathan Geller. And Jonathan Geller, the editor-in-chief of Boy Genius Report, for more color on this new iPad. He was just off to the side, in fact, probably tweeting a picture of us. Jonathan, it's great to have you here on set.
Thanks so much.
What was your take of this new iPad?
I mean, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great upgrade. It was a great upgrade. It was big. I think there's a lot of momentum for the iPad. Even though it's the same case, I think they did a really great job with the internals and what they're offering.
What did it not deliver that you were expecting?
Well, I think everyone was sort of expecting what they announced. I don't think it didn't deliver. I think what they've been able to do with the form factor, what they've been able to do as far as having really no competition in the tablet space, I think that's really impressive. And also the lower barrier of entry for the iPad too. So $399, getting that out there, I think that's a big thing for them.
Jonathan, do you think are they just seeding that $200 level of the Kindle Fire, the 7-inch, screen sort of thing? I mean, Steve Jobs said last year was dead on arrival. Are they ever going to go there, or is this a category they're never going to compete in? Because to me, an iPad 2 at $400 is still light years away from a $200 Kindle Fire.
It is, but there are rumors Apple's toying with the 7-inch, 7.1-inch, 7.8-inch. I don't think they're going to go there personally. It's obviously possible, but I really think for that tablet experience, you need that full 10-inch display.
Well, do they really even have to go there? I mean, do they have to get into this Amazon Fire? They don't view that likely. If you're on the Apple side, do you even view this as competition?
Well, they don't play that game. You know, Apple really doesn't play that numbers game. Everyone wanted them to build a netbook. You know what they did? They built an amazing laptop, and now they own that entire category. So I do think you're right. I don't think they have to go there.
And one of the things that your blog is known to do is smash open any new Apple product to see what's actually inside. So what can we find if we had one of these things in our hands and we smashed it? What would be inside that would be surprising?
Well, I think it's actually very similar to the iPad 2. You'll find a Qualcomm chipset. You'll probably find, maybe a Sony or OmniVision camera. You'll find, I think probably a Samsung manufactured processor. So I think it's actually pretty similar to the iPad 2.
Are you a self-professed just Apple fan? I'm just trying to get where you're coming from, because everything you said is totally extremely positive. Yeah. It didn't fall short in any respect when people were actually expecting maybe Siri voice recognition. We didn't get that in this. I mean, there are things that they didn't provide to us.
We didn't get Siri for a reason. It's really hard to do that on the display, and there's things that aren't available on the iPad that are on the phone. You do get voice dictation. I am a big Apple fan. I've been a BlackBerry fan for a number of years. I know that company inside and out even more than Apple. I think it's a great thing. I think even the iPhone 4S, everyone said was a disappointment. You've seen the numbers there. I just think this is a big product.
When you say there's no competition in the tablet space, I'm a little lost on there. I mean, again, so I'll stick with my Samsung Galaxy. I'll stick in a space where, again, I think guys have maybe they've even copied Apple to a legal infringement point.
Sure.
Whatever you want to say, it's a very real product and a very real competitive threat.
But not in numbers, though. They've sold a couple million, but they haven't sold 15 million per quarter. So it might be a competitor as far as specifications and maybe because you like to use it, but not in terms of sales. Not right now. I think that's the point that Apple's making.
What is your take on not calling this an iPad 3? Should we expect a revolutionary, iteration of the iPad, an actual iPad 3 sometime in the near future?
Yes, the next iPad would be the new iPad. Right. But I think it's great. If you look at the MacBook Pro line, they don't call it a number. If you look at the iPod, there's no number. Just a product, I think at this point makes sense. And I also think Apple's getting to the point where they can't keep changing the form factor. So just like the notebooks and desktops don't change every year, I think we're going to start to see that a lot more with the phones and with the tablets.
And lastly, what are we expecting in terms of Apple TV based on anything that came out today? Do your expectations change at all?
No, I think what we saw today was actually a great window into what the company will most likely do. Just a sneak peek. In terms of the new interface, refreshed, being able to have all your content there, full 1080p, I think that's a nice little sneak peek.
All right, Jonathan, great to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you again soon. Jonathan Geller, the editor-in-chief of the Boy Genius Report, a self-professed Apple fan.
They really smash them, or do you think that it's a surgical procedure?
Do they actually smash? Did you see him walk away?
I'm kidding around.
Magic of TV.
But you don't actually, I mean, you do take them apart at some point.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to look inside and see what the components are. There's a lot of sites that are way more devoted that'll actually go and, X-ray the chips and actually find out all the numbers and things like that.
You're talking to a guy who puts on his site every other day when they have a new phone come out, the unboxing. You know what I mean? Like, this is some ritual when they actually take it out of the box and they're like, woo. You're going
We'd like to
it's
be
a great
there.
website.
When you actually get a hold of this new iPad, can we be there?
Let's do it.
When you unbox
We should do it here. Why don't
and take it
can we
apart?
do it here on air?
It's not
Live.
available. Oh, we can do it live, yeah.
Shoot me down.
Sorry to the news flash.
When it comes out, though, Gene, when it comes
we
out,
have Jimmy
maybe we'll
Neutron
have...
here, and we'll put it right on the desk, and
Let's
we're
do
all.
it.
Gonna
All
see
right,
a
let's-
lot of crickets out that night.
Yeah, fun.
Click, click, click.
All right, Jonathan, it's good.